Hey folks, and thank you for stopping by our build series. This is Inferno. I'm your host Hollow and my best friend Batman. Today we are bringing you the beginning of our airship build, a large steampunk vessel flying across the clouds over this lovely lake that I've built. You see behind here, this is going to be the mast of the ship going down, and across the bottom, the box is roughly the diameter the ship is going to be. I like to start out with some kind of framework when starting these big projects, just so you have like an idea and the size, and it makes it a little easier to visualize. So here, just basically getting the sides of the bow, the angles, and then seeing how long it should be. This kind of takes a little bit of work because you have to keep flying back out and forth to get a feel for the dimensions. This is my good buddy Inferno, counting them out. Alright, once I think we're good on size, I'll just start building out the walls here. Doing this on the PlayStation 3 using the city texture pack, and I've been waiting to do this build since the update came out because I knew it had a lot of nice modern pieces, and I thought for a steampunk airship that blend of old and new technologies would really go well together, trying to make like a nice look for the boat. This is kind of just more fleshing it out. We don't get world edit on PlayStation 3. I have what I call friend edit, and that is my good buddy Batman and Inferno. Those guys are awesome players. Not just Minecraft. We've been playing together since 06 now. We play a lot of games together. GTA, which we'll be playing next week with the new update coming out. About done here with the sides of the walls. Length looks good. Want to go in here because there's just a lot of brown to look at, and it makes it hard to try to pick up on the video. Fit in some windows, and that helps give me a feel for the dimensions. I have a rough drawing I'm going by that I started this on. Bring in the sides of the ship where it'll meet the bow strip. Then this is roughly where the rails will be and the deck of the boat. The beginning part here is mostly just getting the shape, trying to get the dimensions, the look right, because boats have so many angles on them. You got to curve everything almost. Profile's looking good. Gonna add in just some trim along the windows, again, to kind of help break up that brown. I may very well go back and change this later on, but it kind of helps when you're looking back at it to not everything to be so brown. It all starts kind of blending in when you're looking at it from a distance. I always kind of like the contrast of the spruce and the oak with the light and dark. Okay, fleshing out the bow here. Bring it down a little, stepping it in. Someone sticks dynamite there. Probably Batman. Or it could have been in front. Either one of them. They're both jokesters. Now here, again, the long piece going down is going to be the main mast, and there'll be a big sail that comes and meets the bow strip at the front of the boat. So here, something to kind of beef it up and give the bottom of the boat a little style to it. I was thinking something like waves, kind of a wave look, or clouds. So I'm just kind of going with a flowy design here. This is just trying to get the basic shape of it out. The wooden ring is now gold. When I'm trying to build something and I'm not sure of the final idea, I'll usually just build it out of whatever I'm holding in my hand, and then I'll have to go back and replace it with what I actually want it to be. So this will be the wheel for one of the fins, which will actually steer the boat. There'll be this one, and there'll be another one that goes on top of it, and a little bit bigger than this. All right, back to the mast support here. You see Batman and Inferno have already copied over the other side, and it's looking good. Now this will be left open here, and it'll be a deck that you'll eventually be able to come out from before you get to the boiler room, which will be in the back of the ship that's going to power the big paddle wheels. Starting to come together, starting to shape up, just little details here and there. Trying to get the curve of everything right. And I wanted to do another second part that came out. And so in this one, I'm going to use sandstone bricks. When you're doing these big organic parts, at least it helps for me if you use different color to break up all the lines and everything, because when you look at it from afar, you lose all the details and everything. So I tried to do sandstone here, and then there'll be another smaller one with the regular stone brick on top. See, we're starting to get the shape here. like in the curve of the second one, the guys are busy copying it over on the other side. And this last piece is going to come out almost to where the wood ends. This wooden part, the front will be joined with mostly stone on the front and on the back, where it's going to meld together. Would like to use a lot more metal, but it's hard doing it just out of blocks. So I think stone kind of has the same look. It's silver anyway, so it kind of fits the purpose. The guy's working hard over here. Come down with that little curved piece like I've been doing on the other two pieces. I like how they changed that in the update too with the upside down stairs. That makes it a lot easier in certain places to get the upside down stairs in, where before you were having to actually be under the block, and as you can see, I still have to get used to the not having to be right under it anymore. That's bringing it in and connecting it to the sides of the boat. And then I decided that I would get started on this mast. It just looked too scrawny. It was bothering me. What's really nice in the city texture pack is the cauldrons have like a wood look to them. So I tried to see how I could tie it in. You can't stack them more than 2 high, but yeah, it's got a nice wood. It's different. I'll definitely use that on the interior. And then replacing the spruce wood, I went with the raw wood. And then I had a little trouble because they also fixed the logs where you could set them different angles and everything. So it's a little trickier to mess with now. And then just a nice gold accent, you know, connecting, beefing it up a little. So there it is, the mast. I might go back and do a little more detail on it and everything, but that's it for right now. And then here is where I begin the second gold wheel, which will have another set of fins for steerage. Now, this circle gave me, I think it was because we were doing this really late, because the circle gave me all kinds of trouble and my friends were ready to kill me. After about the 5th time of messing with this thing, Inferno starts throwing potions, and I believe I was dodging carrots and potatoes. But here it is, building it up, you know, to pretty much just look similar to the other one. Now, I did a bit of editing out on this because this circle took way too long. For one, right now, it's too far in. Like, it shouldn't be even touching that other wheel, because when the boat, the sides come back out, the circle's just going to be crammed in there. So the circle not only had to come out by probably about 10 blocks, but after I brought it out, I realized that when it was flat that it wasn't going with the angle of the ship, so it had to come out and then be tilted. So a lot of that got edited out. So this is just basically the first time we built it going through, because nothing really changed, just moving it and tilting it and some angry friends. Okay, see, way too close. Now there we go. Through the magic of editing, it only took 2 seconds. I can see a shot of the hull there. And I think this was about where we stopped on the first night. Alright, coming back. Now, this is going to be a part that actually covers the deck going into the what is it, stern castle deck? See, now the wheel's not in the way. That's why I had to move it, guys. I'm sorry. Now, similar to the mast, the design to come out the wave thing, I decided to do it with the second wheel, just to kind of tie it in with the ship because it was looking kind of bland. And this will actually be mostly where the stone is going to start meeting the wood part of the ship. This whole back piece will be out of different stones and woods, but mostly stone. Just adding some windows. You need windows to see out of. Now the fun part here will be later on when you get to do the little finishing touches, because like guns and, you know, bombs and stuff like that. I may even do an anchor sunken into the lake coming off the bottom of the boat. Not sure how long it will take to build a chain that long out of blocks, but it's an idea anyway. Basically right here, just getting the wooden part melded with the stone. I realized that I'd put in the I'd started that deck too low because I don't want that bottom wheel to look like it was just jammed in there. I want it to actually have an area around it so it looks like it could actually move. Trying a few things here, seeing if I liked any of if I liked where that was going. I didn't really want to see that design again all over the ship, so I decided to keep it straight to kind of go along with the edge of the windows there. And here, just cutting out wood, putting the sandstone. So that creeper head you put there, Inferno. Alright, now here again with the cauldrons, this is where I'm going to start doing the fins. And those, I decided to make them out of wooden fences for the frames of the fins. This is a lot just trial and error, trying to get the right angle, the right width and length that I liked. I'll decide to later change those cauldrons and use iron blocks instead. I think I'm starting here. I decided that I should probably start the smallest wheel first. That way I wouldn't have to worry about the first set being done and then wind up being too small compared to the ones on the smaller wheel. So I stopped there for a minute and went to work on this one. Now here I'm just trying to get an idea of where that end of the diagonal fin will go. The original idea was the bottom would have 3 and the top would have 4 of the fingers, you could call them. And on the with the 4 on the top one, it came out looking way too bulky, so I wound up doing 3 and 3. And then here, just bringing the fence out. And part of what I'm doing here is actually stepping it out. Not just up and down, but outward, so that you have some depth. Like if you could picture a bat wing flapping through the air, how it's bent and the wings are kind of curved like they're catching the air. That's what I'm trying to do here. It helps give them more depth if it's not just straight up and down, but you kind of step it out 1 or 2. I wasn't sure here if I wanted to use orange wool or blue wool. Orange, it kind of goes, there's a lot of warm colors to this. Blue, it kind of stood out a little too much. After I get this done though, and looking at it later, I realized that I may just wind up going with the light gray, like we're going to do with the balloon. But I'll decide on that before the guys start working on the other side. We're just kind of fleshing out the wing, giving it, it won't be this thick when it's done, but I want it, like I was saying, curved like it's catching the wind. So I gave myself plenty of space so that I could kind of carve it out to give it that curved look. Starting to get it here. That's about as far out as I wanted it to come. After the wheel incident, I had the guys hold off on this part until I was absolutely certain that was the final design. The problem here, you could probably tell, is building out of blocks, it's starting to look just really busy. Now here I'm going to start carving the back end of it. After I have it about one layer out, I come in and wind up taking off that very outer, like the front layer, the one closest to you. Oh, it doesn't look quite so crazy. And there I decided to replace behind the wooden fence with give the fingers a little more bulkiness to them and help separate the sections of the fin more. Trying to figure out how they'd attach to the wheel. Not completely practical, but a little better than just hanging there by wooden fence posts. Alright, so I think that's just about the bottom one done. And we're going to start back at the top one. Pretty much just the same process, except bigger. I was looking for when I did these was almost like dragon wings. This is the part where I'm wondering, what happened to my friends? And here they are, in a hot tub, relaxing. Oh, oh, maybe I'll just dip my toe in. Is that lava it's heated by? Oh, that's kind of nice. Not too bad at all. Fine work, fellas. It's a good day, place to hang out after a day of crafting. Well, I'll leave you guys with the testificate. No, I do not want any watermelon. Thank you, Batman. Alright, here we're doing the same stepping it out sideways kind of deal to give it some more depth and angle. Because, you know, it's a wing. It wouldn't just be straight on, I don't think. Start filling out the fingers here. Some more of the oak blocks. Alright, then we start the task of building the fin, or the membrane in the fin. Now this one's going to be a little harder because it's bigger. But at least I have a better idea now of how to put the curve into the wing. That's pretty good, kind of for the outside shape. Start going back into the back and trimming it down. To look from the back, kind of see how it'll look sticking out from the sides of the ship. Oh, someone left their kitty here. Cute kitty. They were hiding cats on me. I could hear cats meowing and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Then I heard Batman snickering on his mic. Alright, filling in the end here, connecting it. Ship is really starting to come along. Join us next time when we work on the engine room and the giant paddle wheels to propel this beast through the skies. So from Hollow, Batman, and Inferno, see you later.